Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to Headkrack's Hip Hop Spot. Is a individual I've had the privilege of running into, man, the better part of 10, 15 years almost, I feel like, man. He's one half of the legendary hip-hop duo Channel Live, and he also got his own campaign going. No presidential, though. Make some noise one time for Hakim Green.
Yeah.
Mr. Green, man,
yes,
welcome.
Sir. Thank you for having me.
Man, so
Crack.
There's so many places we could go with this, man. Let's start at the origin story of it all. First time I think I got familiar with your work, the year was probably late 93, early 94. The group Channel Live.
Yes, sir.
Featured KRS-One's
the legend.
Sparking Madism.
Yeah, the teacher.
And man, from that point on, you guys, continued to work the circuits, pop up at every festival that mattered from the Gavin and whatnot.
It's the culture.
What got you guys together as Channel Live? Let's start there.
Actually, we met at college, Montclair State College in New Jersey, and we met dancing. We was both into the dance scene at the time, and we met battling Wyclef and Proswell.
Really?
Funny story. Yeah, they're both from my area, East Orange, Newark area, and Montclair State had the crazy college parties. So Wyclef is in the cypher doing his thing. Pros is doing his thing. Me and Tuffy had just met each other that day on dancing, and it was yo, let's go take them out. And took them out.
So, and then you hear so many random stories like that, just people having these encounters and stuff like that. And it's one of those things you just have to let the memories carry the story because this is before cell phones, social media.
Yeah, there's no Instagram. There's none of that going on. What you just said, you got to let the memory carry the story. And then, we didn't know that the Wyclef and Pros would end up being the Fugees.
Right.
And we had no idea that we would end up being Channel Live. And we met dancing, and then we danced for an artist named Princess who had a big pop hit called Show Me How to Dance.
I'm going to my
Go
Googles.
figure. And I went to high school with Naughty by Nature back when they were the new style. I used to dance for them as well.
Okay.
So when we were on tour with Princessa, we were out in Dallas in front of Irving Stadium, and OPP comes on the radio. First time I heard it on the radio. And it blew my mind. And I'm like, maybe I need to start writing these rhymes.
So the battle with Wyclef and Pros happened after Dancing for New Style.
No, you know what? I don't know. There was so much going on in the culture at that time, from dancing, for Naughty, which they were the new style, to just trying to come up and make my way. I was a school teacher. I'm running around after KRS-One. There was so much going on. I don't know what happened, before or after, but it was all a big memory, and especially when you've been sparking Madism for the last 25 years, you begin to forget some things,
Yo, so I think I found it on YouTube. Is it Bingo Boys featuring Princessa?
Bingo Boys featuring Princessa.
You guys in the video?
No.
Okay.
we got with Princessa after the record was out. It was bubbling. She needed some dancers to go on the road. She put me on, and I would later bring Tuffy on after we met, and then that kind of...
Yo, and big up the dance aspect of the hip hop culture.
Yeah.
I know sometimes, cats, think it's they're too cool to dance, but yo, dancing has preserved so many people.
Word.
I had the opportunity to build with Crazy Legs recently in New York,
The legend.
and when you just see how kept he is.
Yeah, he's in shape.
Yeah.
He boxes, he trains. He still gets busy, but he'll be the first to tell you it's not like it was back in the 80s. He ain't really trying to do no head spins right now.
Yeah.
But he's you cross the other side of 50, it's like, all right, let me take it light. But he still looks good. He's fit. He's trained. But dancing is that was the entree into the culture for a lot of us. You was either a dancer, a graph artist, a DJ. And then over time, we picked up the mic just because it was like, okay, now let me start rhyming. But dancing is just a key element in the culture.
Word.
Yeah.
Now, from the very beginning, one of the things that really drew me to y'all group was the fact that y'all celebrated intelligence.
Yeah.
Some people at some point in time in the culture decided that it's not cool to go to college, or it's not cool to celebrate being smart. Ignorance was more so put out as the entree and the appetizer in which we're serving the people. But you guys kept it hardcore. You smoked your weed and you informed the people. Illegal broadcasters, shout out. But
come on, crack Noah's. Oh man,
no, dude, I'm
illegal
a student.
Broadcasters.
I'm a student.
IBC,
bro.
big shout out to General Steel, Cynical, Almitra. You already know what it is. Yeah.
No doubt. So, were you met with resistance?
Yeah.
You know,
for sure.
within the culture.
I got a funny story. So, we come up under KRS-One. I was a school teacher. I started an after-school program called Act Now back in 1989-90, around the time this dance thing with Wyclef and Pras happened. So following KRS-One, the Public Enemies, the X-Clans, like that cultural influence was just on us. So we wanted to walk in those footsteps. So we hook up with KRS-One. That's another story. But we hook up with KRS-One. We're in the studio working our demo. Chris is like, yo, man, y'all too educated. Y'all too smart. Y'all gonna go over people's heads. You're looking like, what are you talking about? Your name is Knowledge Reigns Supreme. KRS-One. Yes, I know, Hakim. It has KRS-One. Yeah, knowledge but as Lawrence Parker, your manager, we gotta get this check. Y'all need to be talking about, I don't know if I can.
Yeah, go for it.
Y'all need to be talking about busting your gun, fucking bitches, and smoking weed. Looking at Chris like, what are you talking about? Now, let me put this into context. KRS was signed to Jive Records.
Okay.
He got signed to Jive Records, and shortly after they picked up Too Short, E40, and a lot of other more gangster, edgier groups. And they would go on these promo runs. So Chris would have to go out with these groups that, you're performing in front of folks who really ain't about the knowledge.
Right.
You coming out, the black woman is queen, respect the black woman. And it's like,
Too Short
come behind you. Fuck these bitches. I'll put my dick in your throat. So Chris is like, yo, listen, you guys are signed to Capitol Records, and it's cool. You signed off the way to KRS-One, but eventually you're going to have to sell records.
Right.
So you're going to have to dumb it down. And that's how Madism got made. We had another record called The Blunt Is On Fire, where it was like a big metaphor record. Metaphorically, I was the weed. Tuffy was the blunt. In the third verse, what happens when you smoke the blunt? You get high. And it was like mad, lyrical, miracle, metaphorical, all that. Nah, Chris is like, nah, that's gonna go everybody's heads. You gotta dumb it down. Come on, I'm gonna do this record with you. That's how Madism got made. So Wake Up in the Morning, Got the Yearning for Herb was in the middle of my verse. So when I get to it, he was like, yo, you bugging. You need to start your verse like that. I'm like, dude, that's the corniest. Like, I purposely wrote Wake Up in the Morning, Got the Yearning for Herb as a joke just to write it corny. Like, write something corny. All right.
But it sounded like you were so serious.
Yearning. Nobody say yearning. Who says yearning? But it caught. So Chris was the genius that got us to.
So that other record that you was talking about, where you was talking about a metaphorical sense of being like the weed and the blunt. Did KRS-One hear this before or after he made that record, I'm a blunt being smoked and I can't wake up?
That's after. Actually, the track was done. Chris had the hook already. It was G. Simone going, the blunt is on fire. Quickly pass the lighter, let the Philly blunt burn. Burn, blunt, burn. That was the hook. So he had the record done already, and he just gave it to us. Like, I was going to do this track, but won't you guys do it? And then we did that concept.
Gotcha.
So if you listen to the first album, Station Identification, we had Sex for the Sport of It, Lock It Up, Who You Represent. And those songs were like metaphorical concepts in a freestyle context. So it's like using metaphors, which gives you the structure of the song, but you're really freestyling.
Gotcha.
So The Blunt Is On Fire was one of those songs where it's a metaphor to the blunt, but really we freestyling.
Got you.
But Chris is like, yo, people ain't gonna get that. Just talk more direct. Smoke the weed. Like, the episode starts when I walk down. But like, dude, that's so 1, 2, 3, 4. He was like, yeah, exactly. Baby talk. You got to give it to him in pieces for him to digest it. And that was the lesson.
He's a mad scientist.
Teacher.
Yeah. And when you look at the overall scope of like the people that he rocked with, it's a very small class when you look at it overall. I mean, there was D Nice.
Yeah.
There was Mad Lion. There was, G Simone. But, obviously, she became his wife.
Jamalski, no doubt.
Jamalski, yeah. I haven't seen my man in a while.
Yeah, he's in, I think, Europe overseas, so we're killing it, doing his thing.
Got you.
Still setting off stages.
You said Supercat?
Supernat.
Oh, Supernatural.
Supernatural was down with BDP for a hot second.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a very small alumni. What was it about you guys, about you and Tuffy, that got KRS-One's interest?
I think it was the knowledge. doing the after-school program, Act Now. Part of that program was taking these young folks to go see different lecturers, Dr. Ben, John Henry Clark, Ivan Van Sertima, you know, folks that are more Afrocentric, you know, that type thing. And then Chris was doing Human Education Against Lies.
Yeah.
We began our program with the video You Must Learn. So when we heard he was going on his lecture tour, it was like, yo, we gotta go see KRS-One. We brought a group of kids out to Ramapo College to see KRS-One. I had something to say, some question or whatever, and then he went to William Patterson. We went to William Patterson, and he came to Immaculate State, which is the school we went to. Came to Immaculate State. I'm in the building. Everybody knows I'm like the biggest KRS-One stand. So all day I'm hearing, yo, Hakim, I know you're going to the lecture. I know you're going to the lecture. Your man's coming up on campus. I know you're going to the lecture. I'm like, no doubt. So I go in the building. I'm sitting way in the back, or actually standing up way in the back. Chris comes in the room. It's like 600 people in the auditorium. Chris comes in the room. He sees me. I don't know how he sees me in the back, but he sees me. Hakim, I've been looking for you. The whole, yo, he said Hakim's name. He's like, yo, I want you to come backstage after the lecture. I want to, you know. So I go backstage, and he's like, yeah, I'm doing this lecture tour. I want you to open up for me. You're a school teacher. I want you to talk about education from a practical point of view, like what's really going on in the school system. So I ended up opening up a couple lectures for him.
That's dope.
And then me and Tuffy were doing our little demo because dancing for Naughty by Nature, getting the inspiration to turn the dancing into rhyming, we started working on our demo. And I tracked Chris down like a year later, hit him off with the demo. And about 6 months after that, he hit me up like I just started front page management. You know, once you guys come to the studio, let's record some songs and see where it goes. And
the rest was history.
The rest was history.